Hey, this is gonna be a short video where I just introduce one of my own theories called brick theory, and it's a way of describing issues in a relationship between two partners. The reason I called it brick theory is because I like to visualize things, and I feel like it makes it easier to understand and grasp. So, what is a brick? And yeah, a brick, you know it when you know it, but I'm trying to explain it is when you have a negative feeling towards your partner. And it can be big things or small things. You can resent them. So if your partner is resting on the couch, you can feel resentment for how are they allowed to relax when they're just doing nothing and they should be doing something. And then you have a negative feeling towards your partner. And either you can work with this break yourself, and that's easy when it's a small break. But if it's a big break or something you can't work with yourself, then engaging in this conversation with your partner and your partner knowing about brick theory, and you can tell them that I have this brick, I have this feeling of resentment towards you when you relax. You can engage in a conversation and talk about it more as a thing that you both are in this together to fix, and not that it's something that's wrong with your partner because I have this feeling and you're just relaxing and you can't do that. It's more like I have this feeling towards you, but I actually don't want to feel this way towards you because you're my partner, and I don't want to go around carrying this brick with negative feelings towards you. And then you can engage in a conversation about the brick. So why should you do this? Why should you work with your bricks? What's the major point here is when you're unable to dissolve the brick yourself and you still have that feeling of annoyance or hate or anything that's sort of negative toward your partner, and you can't fix it yourself and you can't rationalize it, then it sort of stays there as a brick. And over time, you might get a new brick of something else that you yourself can't dissolve, and then you have 2 bricks. And then this just keeps going, 3 bricks, 4, 5, 6, 7. And sometimes the problem comes up again, and then the brick gets even bigger or heavier. And in time, you build a wall. It might feel sort of insignificant when you just think about, oh, it's just one brick, it's just one thing that annoys me, that I have this feeling that, negative feeling toward your partner. But then in a relationship where you want to be together for a long time, these bricks build up, and then you get more and more resentment or more hate or anger or irritation or whatever it is builds up. So you're just adding to that wall between you and make it over time harder to reach each other and harder to explain why you're feeling stuff. And then you just come with a pointed comment about something and try to just get it out some unproductive way. Or you may get really mad and just yell, and why would you never do this and that, and then comes out in other ways. And that's what brick theory gives. It gives a reason to talk about the bricks when you notice that there is a brick, and not to lay it and leave it there and let it build up. So, what to do? Yeah, it's a simple theory and a simple perspective to have, but that doesn't mean it's easy to do. I almost always feel uncomfortable when doing it, because it is uncomfortable to do it, to reveal that you're feeling something negative about your partner, and also uncomfortable that you have to look inward to see why you feel that way. Because if we take the example of your partner is just resting on the couch, and then you feel resentment for why they're just laying there, relaxing, not doing anything productive, then you might get mad at them for not helping in the house or something like that. But is that really the problem? Or is it just the conclusion you sort of unconsciously make in your mind, that, well, they're just laying there not doing anything and they should be doing something productive in the house? Why do you come to this conclusion? You maybe don't know, and that's fine. But the brick theory states that that is a brick, and if you can't resolve it yourself, talk with your partner about it. And that could be, well, when you're laying there, I sort of get this resentment towards you, and I get annoyed that you're not doing something, and I don't want to feel this way towards you. And I don't know if it's something with you or something with me, or it's something outside of us that makes me feel this way. And it could be that during this conversation, where you are open to what the other person is feeling and not judging it, you just try to understand where this feeling is coming from. You might find out that this feeling is actually because you do not allow yourself to relax. You do not allow yourself to just lay on the couch and not do something. You tell yourself that you should be doing something. So when your partner is not doing something, she is, or he is representing something that you don't like about yourself. And that's why you get negative emotion towards them, because you have negative emotion towards yourself when you don't do something. And sort of talking through this can help you discover this. And then after talking about it, trying to understand each other's perspective, and you might get to understand why your partner is laying on the couch and relaxing, and you might find out because they've had a stressful day and because they're actually fine with relaxing, and then it would love to help you learn to relax on the couch. And then you sort of, doing this conversation, dissolve the brick, and this feeling, negative feeling, dissolves, because you understand that it's not actually your partner that you resent. It's actually when you yourself were to do the same actions, you would resent that in you who wants to relax. And when you see it in other people, especially those near, you resent them for doing something that you yourself are not allowed to do. Yeah. So I just wanted to make an introduction to this theory, and I hope it just made a little sense, and maybe I'll talk about it in more detail some other time. I hope this theory helps you as much as it helps me, and if I need to make a video in more detail, I will. But for now, this is it. And remember that your mind matters, so write what's on your mind in the comments below, and we'll talk about it. Bye bye.